Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Ryan Fleming and my co-host,
Marlee Fleming.
and we are Waking Up with Flem. Good morning, listeners.
Ooh, that's a little scary. So, good morning, listeners. Yes, it is spooky season.
Spooky.
So, it is officially October. The last time that we spoke with you guys, we were at the end of September, but we are officially now in October. I would have to say that October is one of my favorite months. Not
only do we have a lot of
we got some voice changer stuff going.
Sorry.
Ryan's playing with the buttons over here, but it's fine. So like I was saying, October is probably one of my very favorite months. I feel like it's the kickoff to the holiday seasons.
And my birthday.
Yes, it is. It is Ryan's birthday coming up this month. We also have our brother-in-law, Jordy.
Yes.
As Declan says, he's a day older than Ryan.
A day older.
But some of us know that's not true.
That is not true. That is not true.
Not only is Ryan's birthday this month, what else do we have that's special this month, Ryan?
Should be October 27th.
Yep.
It'd be 12 years.
12 years married. So, like I said, October is one of our favorite months. We even kind of geared our wedding around a little bit of, we had some pumpkins and everything. We had actually thought about dressing up for our wedding at one point in time.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
We're not going to talk about costumes on this episode.
But we love costumes.
We love costumes. We love dressing up. But like I said, we're going to save that for a little bit later on this month. But I think we're just going to kind of catch up a little bit on the weekend. We had a very, very, very busy weekend. This was the first weekend of both kids' sports season that we had multiple games going on between both kids, and it was a busy weekend. It was a tiring weekend, but it was good. And like I said, guys, I mean, y'all are going to hear a lot about our kids' sports just because that's what we do.
That's all we do.
That's every single weekend, and I'm sure a lot of you understand that too. So we kicked it off with Declan having a football game at 9 a.m. in a nearby county. And bless their hearts,
They lost.
It was a no good game for them. Yeah, we felt that. Declan definitely felt that.
Yes.
They tried. They really tried. I do feel like some of the boys just gave it their all, but it just wasn't for them that day. But
Maybe next week.
Yeah, exactly. We do have an upcoming game. This is our only game because our kids are starting fall break tomorrow, or sorry, today. Sorry,
Not Tuesday.
Today they are. So I'm for all of our parents or teachers or anybody that's starting fall break, I'm giving you a whoop whoop because we get to have a week off. And for you that are working, you got to do what you got to do. So
Yeah, so I will be working while the wife and kids stay and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. But we did wrap up the football game, and we had 2 back-to-back soccer games. It was, again, we went from one county to another county.
Multiple counties away.
Yes, multiple counties away, and unfortunately, that was 2 losses there as well.
1 loss, 1 tie.
Yeah. But
Soccer.
guys,
Ties.
it's October. I mean, I understand we're in the South, but I'm not used to upper 80 degree weather in October.
I got sunburnt.
Who gets sunburnt in October? I mean, we were on a turf field, let alone, and you could just feel the heat just radiating up and just burning us. Poor Ryan. I mean, like he said, he did get sunburnt. He was super red. And it was fun. But I remember Maisie saying, she didn't say it at this weekend's games, but she said it before. She's like, my feet were on fire. It's so hot. But they lost 1-0 on their first game and tied 0-0 on their second game. But you know what, guys? She had a third soccer game today.
Yesterday.
Gosh, my guys,
Her mind is
days are jumbled. I am so sorry. But yeah, they dominated today.
Yesterday.
Guys, I'm gonna have to stop talking.
Yeah. So yesterday we had a game after church after church, and they won 13-0. 13-0 in a soccer match, and the other team was just not there today.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
I know. I had a friend that
Marlee,
said,
thanks a lot. You got me saying it now.
Do they give a mercy roll?
I know. I was like, maybe half.
We did, because by the
cut it
first
off.
half, I think they were 7 or 8-0.
Yeah.
And
then we started changing.
changing up
So
our
we had
our
defenders
team.
going to offense, and
We had our goalie on the field.
goalie was on the offense trying to score a goal.
Yes. So it was really good practice for some of our players that don't play in these positions. So I hate it for the other team, but
We dominated.
yeah, we did. It was really, really great. But I kind of want to lead into our discussion today. So like I said, it's spooky season. So some of the things I want to talk about today are real life spooky stories. Have you ever had a spooky story? What did you do? Did you enjoy Halloween? Did you enjoy the spooky season, or were you more of the no? I'd rather just enjoy my fall leaves and my sweater weather, and I like that too. I do.
Gray
But-
jogger season.
I do too, but I do like spooky season too, because I think I even led into like the first episode is that I grew up liking scary stuff. I've always enjoyed it. Yes, I get scared. I absolutely get scared, but it's the thrill of it. It's the excitement of it. So some of the things I'd like to share on my personal thing is that I know, does anybody remember the book Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark? Does anybody remember that?
Yes.
Just the front cover scared me.
What was the show on TV?
Are you afraid of the dark?
With the crazy guy. No, with the poltergeist guy. You know
Oh.
what I'm talking about?
Does anybody remember Are You Afraid of the Dark though? With the campfire kids and the match being lit. I don't know what you're talking about, Ryan.
He was like reading a book at the end of the intro.
I remember Tales of the Crypt. Do you remember Tales of the Crypt? With the scary skeleton guy? He was funny, actually. He was really funny. So these are some of our nostalgia.
Yeah,
scary.
that guy. Tales of the Crypt.
Tales
that
of the
guy.
Crypt. Yeah, I mean, I thought he was funny, and his little shows were pretty interesting and everything too. But yeah, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I just remember my sister had that book, and it was pretty intense, and I can't remember all of them exactly. I do remember, I think Yellow Ribbon was one of the stories. I can't tell you exactly all about it, but I do remember the title, Yellow Ribbon. But I remember growing up, so my girlfriends and I, Chelsea and Dory, I'm sure y'all remember these too. So we would, to kind of pass the time in our small town, we would get together and we would go find things to scare us. We would go find, and I'm doing air quotes, haunted bridges or like abandoned buildings that we would walk into at night with maybe a flashlight. Because guys, we did not have these iPhones that light up the whole area. It was flip
phone razors,
flip phones,
Nokia.
Nokias. I mean, I don't even remember. Do they have flashlights?
I don't know. I don't think he does.
But
Maybe.
I mean, we would go and do the chants or whatever that you had to do to see if
But
something.
she won't play a Ouija board.
I will not. I'm sorry, guys. I will scare myself with other things, but I will not scare myself with a Ouija board. But Ryan, he's tested that out before. My sister said that she's tested one out before, but don't bring that stuff into my house. And I've told my kids that you do not bring that stuff into my house. I will tell you a scary story all day long, but you're not going to bring a Ouija board into my house. But yeah, we would go and do all these funny things, scary things, and just to wig ourselves out and everything. But I do remember, I don't know if I've ever actually told Ryan this story. And so in my childhood home, Lang and I, we had these twin beds in our room, and guys, it was made of wicker. We had wicker headboards and wicker dresser. I mean, my mom was really into the wicker
stuff back then.
It was. But anyways, I don't think Lang was there that night. She must have either been spending the night with a friend or something. But we also had these lamps, that wall lamps that were over our beds that we could turn on and off. And so mine was on, and I must have fallen asleep. Well, I remember slightly kind of waking up, kind of in that twilight phase and everything. Guys, there was this black figure from the floor all the way up to the ceiling. And she, and I say it was she because she was dressed in kind of like a 1800s style dress with the black hat and kind of like a drape over her. Guys, she was the biggest woman I've ever seen in my life. And there was no face. It was just a black figure. And I'm actually giving myself chills right now.
Thanks a lot.
But she was just there. And guys, I squeezed my eyes shut so tight, and I was praying. I was just like, please, Lord, please take her away from me. Please, 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 just take it away. Take it away. Take it away. I kind of opened my eyes back up. She's still there. She's still there. But I must have prayed myself to sleep because I don't remember going to sleep. But I woke up the next morning and she was gone finally. But I don't know who she was. I don't know why she was there. But that's kind of my spooky, scary story. And Ryan, do you have any spooky, scary stories?
I don't have any spooky, scary stories. I don't think. I might have pushed them way back and don't remember them.
Yeah. Kind of that trauma or whatever. But I do remember when Ryan and I were dating. So in his mom's house.
I knew this was coming.
In his mom's house, she's got some floor
to ceiling windows.
Yes. Now, this is when we were dating. So this is 19 years ago. Now she's got them covered up with the foldable shutters and everything. But I remember, I don't think we were watching a scary movie.
We were watching scary movies.
But we were
storming. It was storming?
Maybe, yeah.
I think it was storming lightning.
But we were sitting there, and I kind of leaned over to Ryan, and I was like, you know what would be really scary or like spooky right now? If someone was just standing outside your window staring at us.
Yep. So before that, if I had to go in the kitchen if anybody wasn't in there, lights on, get something, and then hit the light switch, run, lights off. No. You never know if somebody was standing outside or not.
Yeah.
Now they're closed off.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's interesting though, because I don't tell scary stories to my kids. And I don't urge them to look up scary stories or anything, because I don't want them. But yeah, if they're doing it on their own, that's fine and everything. I will have to say, we kind of got freaked out a little bit the other night. So my sister was here, and we were all downstairs. We were just talking, and we could hear something upstairs in the playroom. That Declan was actually staying in the playroom while my sister was here. And we could hear kind of evil, maniacal laughing. And it was like, I don't know, something like that. Okay. And Lang was like, is Declan still up? And I was like, I don't know. It's after 10, and he had crashed and everything. So I slowly walk upstairs, and I can hear it as clear as day. And I'm like, what is that? And the lights are on in the playroom. He sleeps with the lights on. I think that's just his style and everything.
He goes to bed with no lights, and next thing you know, every light's on.
Yeah, he can fall asleep with the lights on. He can fall asleep with his headsets on.
Music going loud as it can.
It's crazy. But anyways, I'm like, where is that sound coming from? Well, we have like a little Google
Little Google speaker.
speaker, and he had plugged it back in, and it was coming from the Google. And so I go up really like close to it, and I'm like, "Hey Google, please stop." So we asked him about it the next day. We're like, "Declan, why did you have what you had on playing on the Google speaker?" And he's like, "Oh, I was trying to listen to a podcast called LOL, Laugh Out Loud." He had to explain that to Elaine and I, because apparently
they're old and they don't know what
we don't know what
stands
LOL
for.
means. And
Got no riz.
yeah, well, Google could not figure that out, and so it just started playing people laughing.
And it wasn't a cool laugh. It was a creepy laugh.
It was not a cool laugh, but I think that was just kind of our intro to October. So Declan, in his own little way, just was like, "Hey, I'm going to go ahead and start creeping you out a little bit, guys."
Yeah.
I do have another story, though.
What's your story?
Do you remember when we lived in the cabin in Demorest?
Yeah, we thought we heard someone under the house.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was creepy, too. You want to tell that one?
Yeah, we can. Well, we were. I don't know if we were awake. We were still awake or watching TV.
Yeah, we were watching TV.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we lived in a 100-year-old cabin, and we heard. I swear, I heard something under the house.
Yeah. It was like music or something, wasn't it?
Don't know. I don't know, but I had to go see what it was. So, of course, I have a little thing in my hand with a flashlight. The other thing was protection. So I'm walking around the house and I don't hear it no more. Like, this is great. So I'm walking around the house. Don't see nothing. I was ready for it if it did. Look under the house, nothing there. Go back in the house, nothing. Well, a few weeks later, I'm walking through the woods, and where our house met the other property, there's a little bitty shack. And it looks like somebody's been living there.
Mm-hmm. There was a sleeping bag.
I don't know if they had other stuff there,
I
but
think there was trash and stuff too.
So I don't know if he came to the house or under the house, or I don't know. But we don't live there no more.
We don't. I will say it though, guys. It was a great little cabin just for the two of us at that time.
And the puppy dogs.
Yeah, and our puppy dogs, and it was very private and everything, but it was not the best home to bring our newborn into.
No.
We had just found out I was pregnant with Mazing at that time, and we were like, I think it's time to move, right?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to wake up in the winter when it's 36 degrees in the house.
That's for another day.
Yeah, another day.
That story is for another day.
Just don't let Marlee use gas logs or you'll run out of gas in a week.
I don't like being cold, guys. Yeah. I do not like being cold.
It was burning up in there.
Yeah. But please share with us if you have any real life spooky, scary stories.
Spooky, scary skeletons.
Yeah. I do. Your mom was my chorus teacher, babe. Yeah. So I remember a lot of those songs and everything. But yeah, share with us your spooky, scary stories, real life, or if you've made some up, or some of your scary stories or movies that you really like. We'd love to hear about them, because this month we're going to just be sharing all things October, all things fun, birthdays, anniversaries, and costumes. But I hope you have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. And again, for those of you that are on fall break, I hope you have a great time. If you got any cool plans or events happening this week, let us know that too.
Yeah, that's about it. I'm going to work all week. I say work.
Well, safe travels to those that are working, and we will see you next Monday.
See y'all later. Woo-hoo.